Welcome back, you guys. Today I am going to be sharing some really awesome Christmas DIYs you don't want to miss. If this is your first time here, welcome and thank you so much for tuning in. I would love to invite you to become part of the DIY family by subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. This video is a collab with my girl J Money. I feel like she doesn't really need an introduction, but I'm gonna give it to you guys anyways in case you guys have been missing out on her amazing content. Once you guys are done here, make sure you guys go check out her video. I will have it linked in the description, as well as her channel. She has tons of amazing DIYs. Multi-purpose DIYs, home decor DIYs, Dollar Tree DIYs, gift ideas, all of that good stuff. So you definitely don't want to miss her stuff over there. And if you're coming over from her channel, thank you guys so much for joining me today and welcome to the madness. Let's go ahead and jump into the first DIY. So I picked up several of these Happy Valentine's Day trucks earlier this year. Don't worry if you can't find these. Dollar Tree has a bunch of the wooden trucks available for Christmas. Don't worry about the writing that you see on there. And then also I'm going to take my utility knife to remove the hearts because we're doing Christmas, not Valentine's Day. Adding some hot glue. I use Gorilla hot glue. I've had questions about that. I'm going to attach one of these little trays from Dollar Tree as well. For the wheels, I'm going to glue on some of these wooden rounds that I purchased through Amazon. These are the ones that I got. They come in a pack of 30. You guys can find these in my storefront that I will go ahead and link down below. You're going to find all of my craft favorites, my paints, glues, and tools, etc. So after gluing those on there, I'm going to go ahead and measure this little space here where the wording is at. And I'm just going to cut a piece of, what is this? Just a little piece of board or cardboard. And then I'm also using one of these wallpaper things from Dollar Tree, just attaching it on there. And I'm going to go ahead and hand letter my writing on there. So we're going to make this a little selling bit for Christmas trees. Yeah, let's do that. I have shown you so many different ways to do lettering. You guys can trace, you guys can print out, you guys can do your own hand lettering if you can. I usually do that by starting out with pencil first and then going over it with my marker just in case I do mess up. So don't hate on me when I use the Cricut because there's always a different way to do things. So after gluing that right on there to cover that horrible writing that I can't get rid of, I am going to attach a dowel to the back. You guys will notice that I didn't add anything to the hood because honestly, I'm going to keep it in a spot where you can't really see it, but you can decorate it with some candles, or you can attach one of those, not attach, but lean on a Dollar Tree Christmas tree and just add some little pine cones in there for an extra touch. I have been waiting a very long time to use this table runner I found at Goodwill for $5.99. Now, I don't remember if I got it for the half off. Either way, there's a ton of them on here. You guys can always use these skewers that you can find for $100 a pack at Dollar Tree, or Walmart has dowels you can use as well. So I just removed about 15 of them, and then I took one of these wooden rounds from Walmart that obviously I'm reusing from a different DIY. Now I'm going to drill a hole that's big enough for one of the dowels to fit in there, and then I'm going to paint everything with this Krylon spray paint in Brilliant Gold. You can purchase it at Walmart. So I'm going to start gluing all these, technically they're like bamboo sticks, I guess. So I'm going to start gluing them one by one. You guys can see I added a dot of glue to the board and then to the top of the bamboo stick. And I'm going to work my way one across from the other. So you guys can see there I kind of started at the center and then work my way around. But since I am going to be adding a string light from Dollar Tree, I'm going to go ahead and drill a hole that's big enough for the lights and the wire to go in. You want to go from underneath because you're going to glue that battery pack right under. And then just go ahead and twirl it to the center dowel or bamboo stick. And then at the bottom, you can add whatever type of candle holder or base that you want to use. So you can decorate it to whatever fits your style or wants, but I'm going to be using one of these Christmas ice pine cone garlands that I found at Dollar Tree. These are very new this year, so I did pick up several of them just to have on hand because it's actually really cute. I had to recreate this super cute tree gnome after seeing this inspired one from Target, I think it was. $25.97. I don't think so. We're going to make it super cheap and budget friendly, especially for me because I'm using all the stuff that I already had. So you guys can see here, I'm just painting one of these tin vases from Dollar Tree using some green chalkboard paint. And then I'm just going to use some extra fabric that I had laying around. You guys decide what type of fabric you want to use. This is a drop cloth remnants of fabric. And then you guys see here, I'm using a little cone or a foam cone form, tongue twister, to add it to the top of the vase, and you guys saw I just kind of traced around. So what I'm going to do is take this piece, which is going to be the hat, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put some hot glue right around the edges. You guys can sew it if you want it to last a lot longer. I would. And then I'm just going to attach the other piece on there. Once it's nice and glued, be careful, it's very hot, go ahead and just flip it to the right side out. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and glue my little cone to the top. That's going to help stay, or that's going to help the hat stay. And then you guys will see that the greenery I'm using is not identical to the inspired one, but I'm just using what I have. And then I'm just going to go ahead and glue those stems right onto the foam and attach the hat to the top. Okay, so I made some gloves also, but once I glued them and try to like flip them inside out or outside in, I lost the thumb. But it's okay, you're not going to notice it. And then to stuff it, I am using some cobwebs or spider webs from Dollar Tree just because it's similar to like pillow stuffing. Just really be careful because this hot glue's hot. I burnt myself quite a few times on this one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and attach it to the side there. And I also added some green string right at the waistline to bring that greenery in. Okay, so here's another inspired one by this Crate and Barrel zinc AA frame Christmas ornament tree. So obviously that one is zinc, metal, what have you. We're not going to be using that. We're going to be using some paint sticks that you guys can check out down below. For this project, I am using these woodworking glue sticks. However, they're not available, but I did find some similar that you guys can find in my storefront as well. So to do each side, I'm going to take 4 paint sticks. Now you can just do one, but if you double up on them, it's just a little bit sturdier. So as you guys can see here, I'm using 4 sticks for the side, attaching them at the ends, and then also stapling them down to make sure they don't fall apart on me. And then I am going to be adding some glue to the tip and then adding some glue to the base, which is another 2 glue sticks glued, or not glue sticks, paint sticks glued together. Whoa, oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 da.
Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately.
I'm doing the exact same thing with the smaller tree, with the exception that I'm only going to use 2 per side, and then obviously cut the base to be a little bit smaller.
Yeah, spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start.
To paint this one, I'm going to be using my Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover in flat black. I love this one. I don't like the shiny paint, so if I would recommend any, it's always go with a flat or a chalkboard paint. And then decorate it however you want. You could add some strings on there, add some ornaments, just like you saw in the original. I'm just going to be using one of those garlands with the pine cones because that's what I had and I think it looks beautiful.
'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas.
I always try to save the best for last, and I think this one is my absolute favorite. I have not seen any of these little nutcracker guys until this year, so I was super excited and I picked up a few. And for this DIY, I should have gotten more. So I'm going to be using this cream coat in wedding gold and then also the chalkboard paint from Dollar Tree. And I wanted to spray paint it, but I didn't want to mess with the hair and the beard because I like it on there. So I'm going to do 2 coats of the black on here and just carefully get the hair out of the way. You might get some fuzzies here and there, but just, be careful. And while we're at it, talking about my favorite one, I would love to know which one of these DIYs is your favorite. Let me know in the comments down below. So once it's all dried up, I'm going to go ahead and take that gold and just do a little accent here on the belt and then also on the cuffs of his arm. For the base, I'm going to be using one of these Dollar Tree signs. They're all over the place. I picked up a few of them, and I'm going to paint the sides and the top with that same metallic gold spray paint that I used on the earlier DIYs. And I'm just going to go ahead and plop those little nutcrackers down right onto it on the ends and in the middle. So I found these new candles. You guys can see they're a little bit longer or taller and more narrow than the other ones. I really like these and I know that they were going to fit perfectly onto this. And I also love that they have like a waxy texture to them. And then for my greenery, I'm just going to be using some stuff that I bought from Walmart last year or the year before that on clearance, like super clearance. Like I paid pennies for this stuff, and just gonna cut it up, glue it to how I decide is looking better. And you saw me glue those little shot glasses onto the base because that's what's gonna help my candles be a little bit lifted.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. Been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love.
Now if you guys are not ready for Christmas, Halloween is right around the corner. Make sure you guys check out those 2 videos that I have up here. And then we're also still in fall, so if you're into that, make sure you check out these videos also. Come to the end of the video once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys leave me some love. Those thumbs up really truly help my channel out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to head on over there to J Money's video to check out what amazing stuff she has planned for you guys today. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.